Hello, I'm Branam with Modern Self-Protection, and this is 5 Minute Friday, a quick tip to help keep you safe in today's COVID crazy world. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, right? But how's that really working for you? When you're out about doing your thing, when everybody's got a mask on, is it really working for you to see indicators of whether somebody is gonna be harm to you, doesn't care about you, is going to help you, is concerned with you? Can you see any of that with just the eyes? And I've been out and about and I didn't realize how much other cues I pick up on the whole face and not just the eyes until, well, it was gone. And now the normal things that I would use as cues to see if somebody is there to get groceries like I am, or if they're looking for prey so they can victimize somebody, it's just not there. So I thought I'd go over a couple other ones that you can use that don't involve the face. And the first one has to do with the eyes still, and it's a target glance or a fixation. Somebody looks at something and they just keep looking at it and looking at it and looking at it again and again and again at the same thing, but they're trying not to look at it. Yeah, that's a target glance, and it's generally a target indicator saying that that's something that they're going to go after. So if that's you that they keep looking at, then maybe there's a problem there. I know ladies, you deal with this all the time. Guys, we suck at it. That's why we can see it in bad guys, is because we suck at it. So not always perfect, but it is one thing that you can use even when people are wearing a face mask. The next thing we talk about is something that nobody ever looks at. Feet. What are the feet doing? Right now I am squared to the camera talking to you, and because I want to give you my full attention. If my mind was on something else and I was just thinking about doing this, so I was hiding what I was really doing, my feet or my toes might be turned that way in the direction of the thing that I actually want. If it's to escape, if it's to get away, if it's to get another person, the toes seem to shift in that way, and we get this nervous energy where people start just turning a little bit, and a little bit more. And then you can look down and see which way are their toes facing. Generally, the toes are facing the way that that person is subconsciously thinking. Not a perfect indicator, but it happens more often than you think. So look at that. Fingers. I talk with my hands all the time, and the fingers. People generally move their fingers when they're thinking about things. You ever seen somebody think about how many people they need, or you're at the grocery store and they're trying to think about how much ice cream they need, and they're like, yeah, I need 10. You know, they're trying to name off their kids and how many people are at the house and how much they need. I mean, did this for pizza yesterday when I bought my kid pizza for a couple people he had over for his party. We start naming people and how many pieces they're going to eat and doing the math, and we're kind of thinking, I'm thinking on my fingers. Even if it's down at my side, my fingers are still moving where I'm ticking off people, thoughts, and stuff. Happens all the time. But what you're looking for is more different things. Nervous tics, where that adrenaline dump. So a lot of the times we get that adrenaline dump or the spike, and a lot of people do have this before they're going to commit a crime because this is a high for them. They're having a good time. They like the excitement, and they'll get that little adrenaline rush. And even people that are experienced, a lot of the times their fingers will move, twitchy, and their hands will shake a little bit. And if they don't actually look and think about it and try to calm themselves down, then it just happens. So they may be calm in appearance on outward, and then their hands are shaking. I'm like, oh, your hands are shaking, but you're trying to appear calm. That could be a problem that you're having an adrenaline dump. Why are you having that dump? So something to look at is the fingers and what they're doing. The other thing you can do is look at their energy level, and not hairy-fairy, you know, they have good energy or bad energy. No. Are they calm, excited, nervous? What is the energy of everybody around you, and what is their energy compared to it? It's kind of set in the baseline. Right now, everybody's a little bit nervous to be around people. They're a little bit more in a hurry than they used to be. And quite frankly, people are a little more mean than they used to be. But hey, we're all a little bit adjusting to what our new normal is, and we're having problems with it. But if everybody is like that, where you're a little bit nervous, you're a little bit on edge, you're a little bit, and then you have this person that's just completely and utterly calm, looks like they just rolled out of bed without a care in the world, and they're just there, there's probably a problem. I don't know what it is. Are they on drugs? Or is this a professional criminal that has learned to push all of that excitement and everything down so that they don't get made? Well, the world has changed. The baseline has changed. So if that person is completely calm and doesn't show the energy of everybody around them, and that includes when you go to, hopefully when we go back to the world, you go to amusement parks, you go on vacation, stuff like that. When you go on vacation, everybody is nervous, excited, happy, maybe a little bit pissed off at their family because they had a fight. You know, it happens when you go on vacations, but there's nobody that's just completely and utterly calm, like they rolled out of bed without a care in the world. They always have that little tick to them. So if you find somebody that doesn't have the same tick and they're completely calm, that's probably an indicator that there's a problem, that that person is a professional bad guy on the hunt. Probably want to stay away from them. Going on the other side, they could be super excited. They're bouncing up and down. They look like a caged animal walking back and forth. They can't keep their feet steady. They're marking time in place. Their hands are moving. They're doing a nervous tick with something. If you're in the grocery store, they keep pulling something off the shelf and putting it back, and it's the same item 2 or 3 times because they're not thinking about it. They're just doing it because they have this nervous energy that their body needs to do something because they're having that adrenaline dump. So look for that baseline of how everybody is and how their energy is, and then you're looking for those people that are way lower and way higher that, hey, those people could be a problem. My last thing is what I tell everybody all the time. And if you've heard me anytime, I've probably said it to you. What's that person's reason for being there? Everybody that comes into contact with me, that comes close to me, I want to answer that question. Why are you here? In the grocery store, it's not just, oh, they're here to grab groceries. Sometimes, but I always look at them and go, okay, why are you here? Head down, pissed off looking, all the way back to the back of the shop, and a guy that's not dressed like he should be, and he's looking at the milk and he's picking up 2 or 3 of them and putting it back. Young kid at home, mom sent him off to milk. He's pissed off because he had to get out of bed. You know, there's all these things that could happen, but start making those hypotheses of what that person is doing there. And then if you watch them a little bit, you'll be able to see whether you're halfway right or halfway wrong. Well, the more you can answer that, the better off you can. If somebody comes in with that, he's got overly nervous energy, head down, toes are straight towards the back of the store. He goes right into the milk, stops there, and then has that quizzical look on his face. And his toes are still pointed at the milk, and his hands are maybe nervous. He's looking, picking stuff up, putting it back, picking it up, putting it back, because he's pissed off that he had to get out of bed in the middle of the night and go get something. I mean, that's really what happened. So you're looking for that stuff and those clues to see why people are there. And then you can start seeing, well, if you can't answer that question why they're there, now you have a problem. If you're in the grocery store and somebody's not there to buy food, what the heck are they doing there? That's the kind of stuff you might want to know. So you start answering that question, and the more you play that game with yourself, the better you'll get at it. And the better you get at it, the easier it is to go, oh, bad guy, he is not here to buy lemonade for his kids. He is looking for somebody to victimize. I'm going that way. So try it next time you're out. Start looking around. Try these extra things. Why is that person there? Do they have the right energy? What are their fingers doing? Which way are their toes facing? And are they glancing at a target of something that they want and they keep looking away? The eyes don't always tell you what you need to know. You need a little bit more information too. I'm Ben Branam with Modern Self-Protection, and this was 5 Minute Friday. If you want some more great stuff like this, go to modernselfprotection.com.